I don't know if you heard, but she was on Cam Newton's show, and she said, you know, y'all was in a relationship, and you know, she had to wake you up one morning because it had gotten out that y'all were together. I mean, you want to laugh. I mean, she told her side on his show, and you want to tell your side.
Jess, like I always told her, she never tells the 100% truth, and I let her do that.
Okay.
But I texted her the other day, I said, Jess, man, and I got kind of petty. I said, you got to get more going on in your career so they can start bringing up my name in your interview.
And he put me on with that, the Facebook way of getting money, the YouTube and everything, you know, but that was a good thing. And I took that from there. Been making money off of social media ever since. So I will give that to you, Wayne. That's the only thing I'm gonna give your ass, but I'm giving you that.
What happened?
That's it. What? Oh, please. You ain't see it? This nigga married the whole time.
What?
This was presented to me before I even was like, all right, we can be in a relationship. Because I was just getting out of a relationship.
Emotionally damaged people are always sexually promiscuous. Let me say this again. If you are traumatized, if you are emotionally damaged, you are promiscuous. And do you want to know why?
Damn.
Why is that?
Emotionally traumatized people require constant validation from others.
In a relationship where you were being cheated on by, I suppose this is your boyfriend, or an open relationship?
I'd rather be in an open relationship. Wasn't it like that at the beginning, babe? When I found that.
That's her answer. Why open relationship?
At least that way the rules are clear, no? You do you, I do me. No one could get mad. That's what we decided on.
So you started off as an open relationship?
I never called it. So what's good, homies? It's your man, Dr. BOA. You know, sometimes when a woman breaks up with a man, she, for whatever reason, feels the need to save face, as if she wants the world to believe that it could never be her fault. So she'll make up something if she has to. So many times, I don't allow a woman to tell me what's bad about her ex. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, if you're going to say anything about him, then you're going to tell me something good about him. But most times you're not going to tell me anything about him. But you're not going to sit and badmouth him and tell me how bad he is and what he did to you and how he lied to you. Because what I found out in my time is that many times a woman is being dishonest. A woman is being dishonest about that. And one such example is Jess hilarious when she has been making the rounds over the last couple of years, speaking on the relationship she was in with Kountry Wayne. And Kountry Wayne has never spoken on Jess that I've heard until this recent interview with Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp. Now, Jess has spoken on it a couple of times. Most recently, she told Cam Newton that he was married while they were together, and she found out one night while they were in bed, and she didn't know anything about it, and he had a fake lawyer call her.
And he put me on with that, the Facebook way of getting money, the YouTube and everything, you know, but that was a good thing. And I took that from there. Been making money off of social media ever since. So I will give that to you, Wayne. That's the only thing I'm gonna give your ass, but I'm giving you that.
What happened?
That's it. What? Oh, please. You ain't see it? This nigga married the whole time.
What?
Yeah. Tried. Listen, had the lawyer call me, had the fake ass lawyer call me, talking about, yeah, the divorce is like final. It's final and everything. They're just waiting for like a couple more like signatures.
Hold on.
You know.
Stop.
Yeah. That's what happened.
So I was just like, man, a lot of that she talk about, I let it slide, but man, that stuff ain't play out like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I separated from my wife. Went and got Jess. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. I started talking to her. And I got divorced. My divorce was 45 days. You know what I mean? And me and her started talking. And then all the stuff she talking about on there, cause my baby mama hit me up. She was like, can you please ask Jess to stop talking about that? Because now the kids are hearing it at school because she keep bringing it up. And that's the only reason made me hit her up. I'm like, Jess, man, I ain't never said nothing negative about you, and everybody know that. Let that ride.
This was presented to me before I even was like, all right, we can be in a relationship. Because I was just getting out of a relationship.
Emotionally damaged people are always sexually promiscuous. Let me say this again. If you are traumatized, if you are emotionally damaged, you are promiscuous. And do you want to know why?
Why is that?
Emotionally traumatized people require constant validation from others. You married to a woman who's been traumatized, abuse, abandonment, whatever. when you're not around her for too many days, she has to entertain another man because her trauma dictates constant validation. And constant validation means I must have a man in my personal space. You ever date a woman who was crazy about you? She absolutely loved you, so you thought. It was really addiction.
Yeah.
When you finally let her go, when you finally got her to stop stalking you, she ended up with another man like that. And your ego took a hit. You said, wait a minute. I know that woman was crazy about me. Climbed in my window, came to my... You understand? She was... She was crazy about your presence in her life. And the minute you distance yourself from her life, she found a replacement without a problem. Emotionally damaged people are promiscuous because they cannot go without constant validation.
Now, I want y'all to look at one thing. I want y'all to look at how low her cleavage is. Bro, let me tell you something. If you see a woman like that with her cleavage showing like that, she ain't with me. I don't even deal with women who would go in public, not even to the mailbox like that, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean,
she felt like an open relationship.
You're obviously feeling one person, right? I mean, a girl always has other options. Always.
Just a girl?
Just a girl.
So you don't think he had other options?
Yeah, probably. I'm not worried because he's sending the messages, I'm receiving them, that's why.
What is the representation of commitment to you?
He asked me to be his girlfriend. I'm his girlfriend. I'm committed. I'm giving him my all.
Before you asked her to be your girl, were you expecting her to behave that way?
There's a reason why I asked her to be my girl. I mean, if I knew she was still out here fucking around, doing her thing, I wouldn't ask her to be my girl. Yeah, I kind of had a thought or whatever.
What? You kind of had a what? No, you got a doubt? Yeah.
Do you start becoming loyal to someone you're talking to during the talking phase, or do you wait until it's official?
Personally, I do.
Now, he says there's a reason he asked her to be his girl. I'm going to tell y'all what, somebody put in the chat, what's that reason? What's the reason he asked her to be his girl? There's a reason he asked her this. Definitely ain't because she was the one. That's it. A couple of brothers already put it. Because she was still in the streets and he felt like he wanted her all to himself. That as long as she was in the streets, it was going to be possible that somebody was going to take her from him. He felt like if he committed to her, that would keep her out of the street. But what she just said, she said a girl always has other options. She didn't say before a girl's committed, she have other options. She said a girl always has other options. Always. Let me tell y'all something, brothers. A girl always has other options. A woman don't always have other options. A woman values herself. A woman is repulsed at the thought of multiple men having access to her, especially intimately. And I've met these women that you can tell they're different. They carry themselves differently. They don't care as much about always being on point when they go out in public. They cute, sexy, but they don't care about being dolled up every time they go out. They're not gonna get dolled up just to go to Walmart. They're not gonna get dolled up. These women really don't get dolled up unless y'all going out or they going to work. They don't get dolled up any other time. Like they don't just be out looking fly just to be out. Like they don't get fly to go to the mall. They get comfortable to go to the mall. They don't get fly to go hang out with family, or they don't get fly to go on a road trip. They get comfortable to go on a road trip. There are several things you can look at in a woman to know if she for the streets, man. A woman who for the streets, she's always representing herself to be available. She's always looking her best to see who's gonna give her some attention, who's gonna give her some validation. She's always looking for that. So anytime you're dealing with a woman who's looking for validation, man, who's looking for all of that, one of the things is makeup, man. That's why I don't deal with women who wear makeup. It don't matter how bad she is. It don't matter how raw listen, she could be a virgin, but if she wear makeup, I'm good. She the wrong kind of virgin for me. She the wrong kind for me. So when you think about it, man, you got to look at these situations and you got to look at it where the majority of times, like any woman who wants to be in an open relationship, she has other men, that at least one other man that she wants to spend time with, oblivious to what you do. Regardless of what you do, she's connected to that man in a way where she wants to spend time with that man. She wants to. Let me tell you the quickest way to know if this woman is into you like you into her. Now, you don't do this too early. Don't do this in the beginning. But once you've been kicking it with a woman for a minute, man, and y'all starting to, before you become exclusive with a woman, y'all start acting exclusive. You know what I'm saying? There's a set of exclusive actions, that represent exclusivity, or the own set of exclusivity. You know what you do? Ask her to let you see her phone. Ask her to let you see her phone. Let her see yours. Say, hey, here's my phone. Let me see yours. You ain't even got to look in it. You can. But see, these guys are telling you, don't do these things. But man, these guys, they accept anything. They believe that they should accept the lowliest of things from a woman. Like, bro, I'm not finna be in no open relationship. Because here's the thing. I don't have to be in an open relationship with her. I can just be single and still have access to her. A relationship comes with a responsibility. Like, once you claim a woman as your girl, as your woman, that shit comes with a responsibility. And I'm not taking no responsibility for no woman that's got other options. I feel like those guys should take on the responsibility. Let them have the responsibility, and I will have what I want and send you on your way, if that's the life I was going to live. But there's no way. There's no possible way. Man, let me tell you something. You cannot wake up every morning and feel like a man if you're in an open relationship. You can't. You can't. Not a traditional man. You got to feel like one of these new dudes. You got to feel like one of these Puff Daddy type dudes. You got to feel like one of these Diddy type dudes. It just ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. Let me see. Nora Jones just came. Now, see, we're going to get into this. Nora Jones just asked, so that means we can access to your phone whenever we want? Yeah, if we're in that type. Listen, man, here's what people got to understand. What black men and women don't understand is we all have the same scars. So if you can't understand that your woman or your man is going to need some reassurance that you ain't the same type of scallywag or the same type of, sucker dude that they done dealt with before, you got to be willing to do these things. If you value the person you're with enough, then you should be willing to make these compromises. So yes, if she's feeling some kind of way, especially if you own your thing, man, listen, I do not expect no woman to be with Dr. POA, especially when we be out somewhere, man, and she see some woman, man, who just totally disregarding that she with me all up on my arm and she looking like she ready to challenge her to a duel for me. Yes, you gotta expect that woman. If you have the man you think you are, you gotta expect your woman to feel insecure about it. That's just a part of it. You got to expect her to feel insecure about it. So if she need to, if she need to be able to, if my woman asks for my phone, she can get it. She ain't even got to ask. I don't leave my phone locked. She around, she can just pick it up and look in it. Let me tell y'all something. You are not to be trusted if every time you move, you take your phone with you. I'm not dealing with no woman who take her phone with her every time she moves. I don't even care why she do it. If she do it for nothing, it's a toxic behavior that I don't want around me. So you got to be prepared to understand that this is one of the problems with African-American men and women in this culture. We know we've all gone through the same things. We all deal with the same thing. We all get nervous when the police lights get behind us. If you're going to value a woman enough to put her in that prized position in your life, you have to do that. You have to be able to do it.